Well, good evening and welcome along to English Park tonight. It's a pretty fresh one here today. My name's Craig Crawford and I'm joined by Sienna. Sienna, we're looking forward to this game for a couple of weeks now. It got postponed last week for a bit of illness.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. People out here with their woolly hats, scarves, jackets.
Yes, absolutely necessary tonight. So yeah, our two sides are our first side. Oh, the referees. I'm sorry. We've got Shuang Zhang, the referee. He'll be assisted by Nathan Cottam and Liam Haxton. And the visitors tonight are Coastal Spirit. They're in their traditional black shirts. There's a bit of youth talent on display here from Coastal Spirit. You got Una Foyle in goal. She's not one of those youth players. She's played over 150 caps now. This will be 151st, so a great achievement there from Una. Also a Pride custodian, so plenty of games out here on English Park. We've also got Jada Stewart, who's played a number of games for the Pride, and the captain for Coastal Spirit tonight is Elena Firth. The home side in their white strip, will be Selwyn United. Now this is a young group. They've just missed out on the South Island Women's League qualification, so they'll be playing in the New World Premiership this coming weekend. So they'll be captained by Elena Koschel. We've got Megan Rutter in goal. She hails from Methven, so she's made a bit of a long haul to get here tonight. And I think we've got also Emily Andrew. She's played over 100 games for Selwyn, the first female player to do so. So a great effort from her.
No Brittany Lee Nicholson tonight. And Mel Cameron also missing from the squad.
Yeah, well, that's where the Coastal Spirit have been finding a lot of their goals this season.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. So the last time these two met, it was a bit of a goal fest, and those two were prolific. It was a 20-0 victory. I don't think we'll see the same here tonight. Hopefully these Selwyn girls will learn a lot from that game, and surely should be able to put a better defence up.
Yeah, I'm very sure Selwyn will come out with a better performance than last time. 100%.
Well, it's been a fortnight since I've played, of course. You know, they were off last week with the Kate Shepherd round, which round one, or round two I think it might have been, but Selwyn didn't enter that this year. Coastal Spirit, they had a good win, 4-2 over their rivals Cashmere Technical, so they're through to the next round of the Kate Shepherd Cup, which is the national version of this Reta Fitzpatrick game. So on the ball there we have Ashley McLean in the centre midfield, and unfortunately we've got a turnover there. Frankie Morrow grabbing position high in the field. And one of the young Rolleston ladies out there, Daisy Myers, played a bit of time at Selwyn. I think she's still at Rolleston College, and here comes Isla McPherson drifting a ball through. Now she's on the ball again at the top of the 18. We're looking for an opening, and there's the first goal. Well, one shot, one goal for Coastal Spirit, and it's gone the way of Isla McPherson.
Yeah, just great composed finish there. Defence scrambling to get the ball out of there, but didn't work out for the Selwyn side. Coastal Spirit already in the lead.
Yes, not the best start at all. Selwyn are going to have to try to get this ball moved forward and into the other half. And Jada Stewart's pounced on and unfortunately fouled, but doesn't agree with the referee's decision. But I haven't seen a player being able to change a referee's mind yet. And then looks like number 6 there, captain Elena Koschel, coming away with a limp from that one. Dasha Kogan receiving the throw in there from her teammate, just not getting the ball back. It's Frankie Morrow. Lets it run on to Jada Stewart, number 7 shirt. Back into Daisy Myers, the young Rolleston high school student. And here come Coastal, looking to come down this side with Frankie Morrow again. Down the right-hand side, cuts back on her left, goes goalward, but
Whoa.
can't quite swing it round into that far post.
Yeah, that was a good play from Frankie Morrow on the right side there, cutting in.
Yeah, you'd suggest she's going to be dangerous all night, actually. She's a fine player, had some Canterbury Pride experience, and dangerous on both feet. There's Dasha Kogan on the ball, too strong. Through she goes. She's drifted it through the direction of Jada Stewart, but the cover defence there, and I was not looking too comfortable with that contact there from Dasha Kogan. And the physios are having her on earlier than they'd want to tonight. Well, it's another thing we're pretty excited about, Sienna, is this new Women's South Island League starts up this week, along with the new World Premiership. Of course, Coastal Spirit winning that qualifying league. Second was Kashmir Technical. They'll be joined by UC Football and also Nelson Suburbs, and 2 teams from the Southern Football Federation, which will be the University of Otago and Dunedin City, I think. Might have to look that one up, but that'll be a great to see a double round competition there in the Women's South Island League. Probably a sign of things to come as they try to develop the women's game down here in this part of the world.
Yeah, I'm just excited to, see the best women's teams in South Island battling it out, see how they do.
Yeah, and it's great to see that Nelson have been able to get a side. It's been a while since they've had a side sort of compete at that level, and I know they've been pretty proud with their development this year. So you got sides from the top of the south all the way down to Dunedin. So yeah, great to see.
The game will soon be played on.
Yeah. Player still, she's been carried off at this stage, so it doesn't look good.
No, not at all.
Did you see anybody coming on? I haven't seen a replacement as yet. Mind you, there was 4 young ladies sitting under a rug over there on the Selwyn bench. No, there's 5 there, so there's looks like a likely change for Selwyn this early on. As Jada Stewart gets on the ball, back to Kogan. She'll go back to Jane.
Looks like someone will be playing with 10 players for a wee bit.
McPherson. Spreading the ball out down the left channel. We stop and play. Can we cross it in? Good intercept there from the Selwyn defender. We're going to have our first corner.
Let's see if Coastal Spirit can do anything out of this corner.
Looks like Frankie Morrow's going to go out there to take this one. It was a left foot cross before, but she's taken this one with her right foot. Centre back as Anthony James joined the 6-yard box, and it's in and cleared again by Claudia Eadie.
Good solid clearance there by Eadie.
Short one here from Coastal Spirit. Going to spin it across to Samantha White. Is going to try from range. Got a good piece of it, but got under it a wee bit too much. No ball kids here today, so we're waiting on a spare ball, and we've got a substitution. So we'll see if we can spot a number there and let you know who's come on. New centre midfielder. And it'll be Reta in goal to get us underway. Kogan, and just a delightful ball through on the left-hand side. Overlapping run from the wing-back, Scott there. Back into White. Drives it in towards the 6-yard box. McPherson at the top of the area again. Stewart turns and shoots. And another one from distance and in.
Well, beautiful shots.
Moments ago we saw Samantha White take a shot from range and it went well over, but that one was a bang on target.
Right and into the top corner.
And yeah, Megan Reta had no chance there as it ricocheted off the crossbar. Down and in.
Don't think she expected that coming her way.
Well, she'll be delighted, Samantha White, with that one. Something to write home about. She'll definitely be watching this video back to take that all in.
Beautiful, beautiful shot.
Nice play from Elena Firth there, playing centre back today. Jane comes out in the direction of Forster. Forster back into Myers. Kogan back to Jane. Jane's gone to Kogan. Gone to McPherson. Back to Forster. Goes to Jane. A bit of a heavy touch, and Selwyn are going to have an opportunity to keep the ball for a bit. Working hard in there is Katie Warman. Warman on Kogan.
Ooh.
And Wilson just tripping up. Kogan just offering a word of apology.
Offside,
and that through ball just a bit straight, and I think Samantha White might have felt that she got herself offside there, so left it. Bouncing ball in the midfield. There won't be too many coaches that would like to see that happen. Well, as we look down the list of this Coastal Spirit SAS team, there's plenty of great talent in there, and a few of them contributed towards the Canterbury United Pride youth team winning the National Youth League last summer, and really does give a handful for the Selwyn girls to cope with. Morrow, great ball down the line to McPherson, and a bit of space. It's closed down around her, and they consolidate their position through Morrow, who's driven in across the 6-yard box. And Reta will be very pleased to be the first person to get to that one.
Really good thinking by Morrow there. Just had no one there to get the ball into the back of the net.
White spinning and running out of room. Well, there's a delightful ball down this right-hand side by Madison Forster, the Mount Hutt College student. She saw the opportunity to attack the Selwyn girls down this right-hand side, and I'm sure we might see plenty of other opportunities for that later on in this game.
Coastal Spirit coming into this game with a 4-2 win over Cashmere Technical. And
There's a delightful ball. Morrow's rounded the keeper, and easy as you like, slots it again to create the third goal for Coastal Spirit. inside the first 12 minutes. Well, it was a delightful ball through. I think there might have been Samantha White with the ball that eluded all defenders and really gave Frankie Morrow the easiest job, just to round the keeper and tuck it away into a empty net. Nice interplay in here from Selwyn United, but Kogan's put a stop to that by gaining position. Here's White on the turn. Double teamed at the moment, and Stewart, she'll be hungry to get on the scorecard as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, Stewart, pretty good on the ball so far in the game.
Selwyn doing well here. They've got good shape. It's nice and congested, or in and around their defensive unit at the moment. It's now when they get the ball where they're going to have to try to expand it. It's that transition between having the ball and not having the ball, which is going to have to be top of mind for these Selwyn girls. Goes Koshall. Goes long. White bringing the ball down. Back to Firth. To Jane. Jane driving into McPherson. Now it comes to Forster, who's put under pressure well. And away goes Amelia Wilson. Back they come to Lee Bowie. Her ball's found Dasha Kogan. And this is the part that is really dangerous. Forster got her head up. She's looked ahead. She's seen Stewart, who's got away, and they were waiting for that flag to go up, and it has gone up, much to the relief of all Selwyn supporters. Just launched her run just a wee bit too early.
Yeah, that was a very, very good idea by, I think that was Foster.
Well, she had so much time. She was able just to get her head up, see what was on, and I think the front players for Coastal Spirit are just going to have to be a wee bit patient and wait for that ball to go before they start their run. And down the left-hand side, a through ball there, well cut out by Crosshall. Selwyn trying to link up, but Firth is there to intercept. Koshall. Out it comes to Wilson. Wilson back to Bowie. Kogan hungry for the ball there and getting in the way of Melissa Roberts, who's the player that came on after the injury. Jane trying to wait a ball for Morrow to get on. She's got on it. The right foot cross into the 6-yard box. Delightfully played and on a plate for Samantha White there. And should have done better, is what it will say on the report card. Jane put under pressure. Support there from Forster. And well in again from Wilson. Here comes Warman. Dropping deep, looking to keep position, but a wayward pass. Coastal back in position. Jane drives it into McPherson, well controlled. Out it comes to Forster. Well covered by Wilson, cutting off the passing lane there. She's going to have to carry that on. Here comes Firth. Goes straight. It's Koshall who's able to relieve some pressure, and it's all the way back to 4 for her first touch of the game. Jane driving in. Ball to Forster. Here come the runs, but Forster unable to get it to Morrow. They creep up the line. As you said earlier, Sienna, there's plenty of rugs, onesies and woolen hats out tonight. It's very chilly. But I think we're coping all right, aren't we?
Yeah. Hot chocolate's helping out really well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Albie. No wind is another good element of tonight, isn't it? Very still evening here in St Albans, Christchurch. Jane on the ball, looking for her options. 1-2 with Myers. A searching ball forward. He's found White. Lays it back into Kogan. It's into Stewart. There's an overlapping run from Kogan, but Stewart's going to try to blast her way through that defence. But the Selwyn defence up to the challenge. Well, they've given it away. Stewart back to Kogan. Good toe in there from the Selwyn defender. Emily Andrew there, just getting square. And to Olivia Paul. Her pass is intercepted, and Selwyn will start with a throw. Edie, a good throw. Young Lincoln High School student there, Claudia Edie, just recently moved from Nomads back to Selwyn, where she played as a junior. Xanthi Jane goes through one. Out she comes to Forster, asking her to work there. Just not the usual standard we see from Xanthi Jane. Experienced player. Played at Wymack and Horsell in the past. And Stewart pounces on. Puts on the afterburner. She'll take on at pace. She puts it through, but can't get on the end of the cover's good there from ever-present Koshel, who really has been cleaning up a lot already. Forster. Back to Morrow. Morrow can't turn herself out of trouble. Good pressure from Wilson. Ball to Stewart. She's in the 18-yard box and can't pull it back, and Rutt has done well to hold that one. There's decent contact. Nice control. Better play there from Selwyn. Just 3 or 4 passes, but not really able to get that last one. And White taking on Ede, but Jane to Firth. Nice play and a good ball through for White to take on. Great defending from Koshel again. Well, there's danger from all levels at all areas of the park at the moment for Coastal Spirit. Got Samantha White concentrating her efforts down the left-hand side. Frankie Morrow down the right. Jada Stewart more central. And of course, Isla McPherson also playing that high number 9 role. Stewart. Out to Jane. Forster's made a run forward. Searching ball forward. Forster's tried to keep it in, but Wilson's able to get on top of it. She takes off down the line. And Selwyn get forward and support it. She's showing some good wheels. And great retention there. The young Selwyn player. Back they come. And Morrow's now got it. An early ball could have them in big trouble here. There it is. It's got to Stewart. She'll get a head up and go straight for... Oh, and it's pounced on. Samantha White able to just get the slightest of touches. Gave keeper Megan Rutter a wee glimpse of being able to get onto it, but she was Samantha White straight on for her second goal of the evening.
Amazing play by Coastal Spirit there. Yeah, amazing play there by Coastal Spirit. Counter-attack. Starting off with McPherson. Great ball to Stewart, who flicked it onto White, who finished it off.
Yes, well, someone did show a wee glimpse of opportunity there, didn't they, with a great forward run from Amelia Wilson on the right-hand side. It looks like it might be heading out this way again.
Yeah,
but of course, that then left once they weren't able to keep the ball in that higher part of the park. Just Coastal Spirit were up, pounced on the opportunity to get it ball forward, and Jada Stewart's square ball to White was duly put away. Jane, in a bit more of a forward position, gets the ball through to Stewart. And here's a White on the right-hand side this time. Under pressure here, good contest for the ball. White, strong on it. She's turned out of trouble. The left foot cross. There's not too many black shirts in there, though. Here comes Selwyn. And Stewart busting her way through. So strong on the ball. Great save there from Reta.
Great solo effort there by Stewart. Good shot as well, but great save by Reta.
McPherson spins. Back to Meyer. Firth. Gets the ball back. Considers her options. Some good hard-working high players there. And Katie Warman, she's doing a great bit of work just patrolling the centre-backs there. White with the ball through to Stewart, and it's come through to McPherson. Can she get to the ball first? She has. And a decent strike. Tapped away by Reta. And it's a Coastal Spirit player over there warming up, confusing the referee. I imagine he might have been looking around counting 11 players in black shirts, so he wouldn't have wanted to see that. But I'd say Coach Juan Chang may have a change coming up. He's got 2 players warming up out there. We're only 25 minutes in, and we might see some changes shortly. There's a corner here. Samantha White's taken this one. And it goes low and well cleared by Selwyn. Been able to retain some possession. Can they attack with a bit of caution here? No, they're just going to go straight down that line. And well done by Forster. This is danger time. White cuts back in, tries to release Stewart, but the defence is strong. Ooh, Forster there. And we are going to see some changes. And we're looking to see who's come off. Who's left the field? Might be Frankie Morrow.
See someone getting carried down there. Don't know what's happening.
That's the Selwyn girl from earlier.
Oh, right.
But Morrow's not out there any longer. And look, here's Morrow behind the goal. And here come Coastal retaining some position. It's number 4, Laura Newman, who's come on for Frankie Morrow. Got herself a goal, and she must be off to work or something like that, maybe. Or a favourite TV program might have come on. Newman, surrounded by white shirts, but she'll be able to get her pass off to Stewart, and a good ball in. Oh, that ball looked like it might have ricocheted into her hand, but The referee's happy to see things continue. Nice work from Myers. Back into Firth. Kogan. Back to Myers. Oh, sorry. Back to Firth. Jane drives the ball into McPherson. Well controlled and distributed out to Forster. There's some space down the line, but not used. Loose pass from Jane. Ferson getting herself in there. And unfortunately, Katie Warman will have to keep her running in this game without the ball. Great ball through to White, well controlled, flicked on to Stewart. Stewart at the top of the box, strikes it hard and into the bottom right hand corner. What a finish.
Amazing play. Great ball over the top. Great touch by White. That little chip over the top, over the defence, the Selwyn defence to Stewart, who finished it off very calmly.
Just 3 quick passes from the back to the front. And the ball's in the back of the net, just like that, from this well-drilled Coastal Spirit SAS side.
Yeah, very, very quality play there.
Back to Koshel. Goes long. Misses a mark, and Forster's brings it down to Firth. Back to Jane in the pink boots. Goes forward. Into McPherson. He's got a familiar tail to this one. Into Forster. Forster down the line. No, her controls let her down on this stage. Again, good pressure here from Amelia Wilson, who's on the throw.
Yeah, she's been doing really well in this first half. Just need a bit more.
Forster Stewart turning into trouble. We're going around it. And a clip. And the linesman has deemed that one to have gone out. Wilson turns out of trouble, but Coastal are able to get back into big ball in from Firth, and McPherson gets the ball on the go forward. She's got one in front of her, has a strike, but not any power or accuracy on that one. Easily dealt with by Megan Rutter. Forster to McPherson. McPherson looking for White. Now she's going to have another go. Oh, a clever ball in there from Newman, but couldn't find Stewart, who was patrolling inside the box. Jane giving Firth some work. He just gets there, but some good pressure in there from Warman again. And she's unable to keep the ball with Wilson. McPherson will go to Firth. Firth, good ball through to Newman, who flicks it on. Beats everybody though. Can't connect with her teammates. McPherson able to turn. And she link up. She's got it to Newman. Steps in well. It's a desperate clearance kick there from Selwyn. White. High kick and flicks it over, but good defending in there from Bowie. Tenacious work. Well, half an hour gone in this Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick quarterfinal. And it's been all Coastal Spirit. As we see the fourth corner of the day for them. And it's McPherson on this one. And it goes in the 6-yard box. And Stewart, free header. but unable to get it goalward.
Good power on it.
And we've got a change here. Una 4, her night's over at the 32nd minute mark.
Scarlet Grey.
151st game comes to an end, and it's Scarlet Grey who's going to be coming on. So a young futsal keeper, seen her in the futsal region, but also the St Andrews lineup, I believe.
Selwyn with the ball here. Loses possession to Coastal Spirit. Is Jane on the ball.
Firth drives forward into the space in front of her, looking for that run, and a delightful ball through. Is it going to make it? It has. And an equally good ball in from the player on the far side there. I think that's Georgia Smith ranging up there on that left side. She's really done some good miles out there. She's backing on it, but can't get it. Off the kick from Reta. Newman trying to bring it down. Fighting away for it. Good contest in there. McPherson drives at the defence. Gets the ball to Stewart. Stewart tries from range. And Reta has it under control. Square ball through there. Kogan sensed an opportunity. She pounced, tried to pounce on it, but not there. But here comes McPherson. 1-2 is it with Stewart? It is. Now she's got the whole goal in front of her, but the defence is strong. Here comes Samantha White. Into Stewart, who's able to turn, and this could be danger time. And Reta, has she got a toe to it? Might have been at the line already.
Yeah, as you saw earlier, Selwyn defence just very desperate to keep the ball out of the net now. As soon as the Coastal player has the ball in the box, there's 3, maybe 4 people on them.
Yes, I think we're going to see 90 minutes of that from Selwyn tonight. That's going to have to keep on their game. Make sure that as a defensive unit, they crowd the ball and make it hard for the player on it to find support. Firth not seeing a way forward there, so back she goes to Jane. Jane finds McPherson again. Spins out. Ball through to Forster. Touches it towards the line, cuts it back into the 6-yard box, and anybody there? No. Newman would have liked to have been a couple of yards forward. It would have been a header of maybe a yard to put in. Great forward runs from the flank backs from Coastal Spirit today.
Yeah, Foster playing really well on that right back side. Got a pretty good crossing earlier.
Smith going back to Firth. Her pass is cut out. The opportunity here. It's Andrew on the ball. Passes it out to, I think it's Paul. And good work there from Selwyn. Not going to let Coastal Spirit SAS have it all their own way. Newman just been dispossessed there. There'll be a Selwyn throw. in the attacking half. A rare appearance down this end. McPherson on the ball. It's the ball up to White. White tries to beat the ball through to Stewart. Cogan's on it. Delivered the ball out here to the right-hand side, but there's no black shirts. Bowie turning into trouble. And Stewart will make her life hard for it as Rutters come out for it. Here's an opportunity for Forster. There's no keeper in goal, but Wilson doing well there to put the pressure back on.
Great from Wilson there. That's what you like to see from it.
Looking for support, but Wilson unfortunately catching Stewart there as she tried to get position back. Firth on the ball. Coastal Spirit SAS committing a few to the front line here. Up and over it goes onto the penalty spot. Near perfect ball. Kogan spins and turns and surges in as a strike from range. But her left foot couldn't get it on target.
Five minutes until halftime, Craig. What do you think Selwyn need to do to improve in the second half?
Yeah, they know they're going to be up against it. I think here's an opportunity for Stewart, but Rutters come out well to claim that one. They're just going to have to concentrate on slowing the ball play down when Coastal get the ball. And when they have the ball, that seems to be the toughest time for them actually. Yeah. Just retaining it under this enormous amount of energy and press that everybody in the Coastal Spirit team is putting on. But when they seem to be doing pretty well without the ball at the moment, and they could get harder as the game goes on, of course. You always spend a lot more energy when you haven't got the ball. Forster giving Bowie a wee sniff at the ball, and out it goes. Wilson under pressure from McPherson. Stewart pounces on the loose ball, gets it to White, turns onto her left foot and has a strike. It's cleared, but here comes Stewart. Keeping it in well, and McPherson. It'll be a throw to Selwyn.
Stewart this half, she's been playing really well. All over the Selwyn defence.
She certainly is a tenacious defender and a player with plenty of energy out there. Always a handful. And it looks like we're going to have a free kick here. Forward it goes. Forster getting a good hit on it. Madison Forster, as we said earlier, from Mount Hutt. There's a few girls from all over Canterbury representing Coastal Spirit SAS here. We've got Isla McPherson, who's at Darfield High School. Xanthi Jane at Rangiora, along with Georgia Smith. Okay, Rangiora might be sitting on top of the kinetic school competition at the moment. But here comes Jada Stewart. She's got in and cut back. Good defence in there from Ede. who's at Lincoln High School. Be Forster, throws it in the direction of Stewart, loses it to Wilson, but McPherson gets it back, has a strike, sensed the opportunity to search for that far post, but not executed.
Selwyn FC have done pretty well in the last 15 minutes, keeping the ball out of the net. Haven't conceded a wee bit.
It's Reta going to go long this time. Newman able to get it back to Cogan. Cogan into Myers. Myers trying to get it to McPherson, who is able to get on the ball. Just glides it back to Firth. He'll go out to Smith. Smith back to Firth. And it's like Scarlet Grey is getting her first touch of the night. Relaying it on to Xanthi Jane. Nice touch, but well back by Wilson. Wilson, well, unfortunately for Selwyn, McPherson's pounced on a loose pass again and gone forward. It's one-on-one with Bowie. Stewart cuts inside one. Gets a good crossing through, but Newman can't get on the end of it. Smith gets it to Newman, but well cut out by Eade. Claudia Eady doing very well there. And Gray is going to get a second touch. She'll go to Firth. Nice work in here from Selwyn, taking away these options from the Coastal Spirit defenders. But Jane able to find a bit of space, and her pass is wayward to Wilson. McPherson putting Wilson straight under pressure. And Bowie will get us started with the throw. 45 minutes up on the clock. Wait and see how many more extra minutes we might be playing. Additional minutes might be available to these sides. Referee Jane across to Firth. Into Cogan. Spins forward. Clever play. Gets it to Myers. Myers gets a head up. Tries to slice it through to White, but cut out well. It's a wee opportunity here for Selwyn. With Jane stepping in and stopping that first opportunity. Andrew spreading it out and getting it forward. But the pass doesn't make it to her. There's Newman on the ball. Gets it to Stewart. Cleverly lets it run. And was only a couple of legs away there from getting it through to White. But Stewart looking to go all the way with a long range shot. She had McPherson wide and open on the inside, but she didn't see it. Went back to self from a long range. That couldn't get it on target. Cogan getting there first. White. Cogan giving herself some good space. Draws the attention of the defender. There's a crack. Can she sneak it inside? Just wide. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Coastal Spirit SAS 5 goals to the good at this stage. And They might consider that a bit of a success when reflecting on their last fixture. But they've got plenty of work to do when they come back out in the second half. Look forward to joining us then.
just coming out onto the pitch here. It's the second half about to commence.
Well, it feels like it might have just got a touch colder over the break there. I don't know if it was just because we were standing still out here in the outside here at English Park in the Steve Sumner stand. But let's see, both sides will have to get warm and get back into this game as quickly as they can. Yeah, might have dropped a degree, I reckon. Well, Coastal Spirit got a goals to Jada Stewart, Frankie Morrow, 2 to Samantha White, and 1 to Isla McPherson. No goals so far for Selwyn United. And they would have had a good long chat about what they have to do. Coach Scott Hoare, assisted by Mark King and Vincent Binding, they would have had a plan together. All 3 wise men there helping these girls out. Just to restrict the opportunities that they know that Coastal Spirit are probably going to put on a few shots, but they can continue to condense their defence and encourage Coastal Spirit to stay wide and not attack so centrally. Well, looks like it might be a change out there. I think can see
12.
Number 12, Lauren Dabner. Lauren Dabner, 150 games for Coastal Spirit. Probably just quite a few appearances for the Pride as well. Looks like where's she going to fit into? Looks like she's maybe slotting into a back 3 maybe with Jane, Firth and Dabner. Bit of a reshuffle. Looks like Maddie Forster is going to be out here on the left-hand side this time. She was on the right.
Coastal Spirit kicks the game off. It's number 16, Madison Foster, on the left-hand side there. Firth to Jane. Jane plays the ball over the top. It's blocked by the Selwyn defender. And a foul committed by Selwyn. Jane to take the free kick. Oh. Coastal does well to keep the ball there. Nice through ball. Out on the right hand side, crossed in. Reta does well to keep the ball out of the net.
Well, those crosses are dangerous all through that first half. We had Morrow out there, White. And it's something that Selwyn United are going to have to be very careful about.
Ball by White. No one gets to the end of it.
Oh, Newman there. Just judged to have fouled as she tried to get position.
Played quickly. Couldn't get the touch there, and it's out for a Coastal throw-in. Here's White on the ball. Great to get past it. Did well to get past the defenders. Passed it in to number 15, McPherson. A team shot there though. Ball up by Reta. Number 10, Warman. Loses the ball. Here's Jane. Cogan. Firth. Tout. Coastal Spirit calm with the ball. Does well to get the ball back. Here's Jane again, over the top. Out on the right hand side, sorry. is White. This is the ball. Selwyn. They give the ball straight away to Smith, which is out though.
Interesting option there from Coach Chang, swapping their Georgia Smith, who was on the left in the first half. She swapped to the right hand side, and Madison Forster, who was on the right, swapped to the left. So obviously looking to sort of diversify the experiences for the players out there. Always good to know a couple of positions as a footballer.
Here's White. Attempts to cut in. Someone gets the ball. There's Wilson. Bad clearance there. And a shot. Oh.
Well
Just
saved in there from Reta. It was quite a good strike. And I think it did need saving.
Yeah, it looked pretty dangerous there.
Yeah, Madison Forster popping up and having a wee crack from the range.
Cross to be taken by Lauren Debnett. Nice cross there. Oh, who got? Oh, it's gone into the
It is
net.
a goal.
It is a goal.
Well, I think there might have been was it Xanthi Jane who got up there from a Lauren Dabner cross or corner?
And Laura Newman
Might have rattled it around on the keeper, wasn't able to get it under position, and it's ended up in the back of the net. Not sure who the referee's going to give that one to, but
Laura Newman got to the end of that one.
was it Newman who rose up? I tell you what, Coastal Spirit renowned for their set play prowess. They are very dangerous, and not surprised to see them get a goal from that corner.
Yeah, that was a absolute stunning cross in by Damnit. And they did well to get on to the end of it. But here's Selwyn on an attack. Good ball out to Wilson. Wilson passed back in, but Andrew couldn't get the touch on that one. Coastal now on the attack. Newman.
That's got to be the first bad touch there from Isla McPherson we've seen all game. She's hit the ball at an absolute string, but not at that occasion. Ashley McLean there, number 3. It's good to note and congratulate her for her selection in the under-18 Māori side, along with number 9, Hannah Hoare. Both of them doing very well to get selected. I think they've got a tour of Australia coming up. I know the full Māori side is definitely going. I'm not sure about the 18s. They'll definitely. It's great to see.
Good ball over the top there to White. She's gone past the defenders. Oh, just shot the ball wide.
Well, a great ball it was through and presented Samantha White with the opportunity to tuck it away, and she can't have been very much wide of that left hand upright. And but she did have Laura Newman on her left hand side there that she could have just tapped it to, but you'd back yourself from there being a good striker. As we've seen Samantha White, that could have been her hat trick, but not to be.
I'm sure she'll get much more. Oh, Selwyn. The ball. Tries a ball over to Warman. She can't get to it though. Here's Scarlett Gray to Jane. Oh, shaky pass. Firth to Jane again. A high press from Selwyn was working. Made Jane pretty nervous on the ball. Here's White though. It's out by Selwyn.
Yes, well, Xanthi Jane did have a wee shaking confidence there, but she soon got back into it and backed herself to play Coastal Spirit, to be able to play out of that high press from Selwyn.
Yeah, Selwyn getting a bit more chances this half already. Nice through ball.
Just a bit heavy. Kogan's
Yeah.
not going to get hold of that one.
Selwyn. Oh, it's out there from Olivia Paul. Most of the Coastal players up there, I'm sure most of them really want to go for themselves.
It does become the bit of a challenge, you're right, Senna, that sometimes when these results can balloon out, or be threatening to balloon out, I should say, that players lose that team aspect, don't they, and get a bit selfish, don't pass it round as much, so there'll be a challenge for this Coastal team. As you say, everybody loves to score a goal, but most goals are scored when the team works hard together, and that's what Selwyn will be trying to do now.
Oh, high press from White. Gets the ball. She's offside, number 4.
Also late offside flag there.
Newman.
Newman just drifting offside as White was able to intercept the defensive passing from Selwyn. And very fortunate indeed with Selwyn United on that occasion.
Reta gets it up, but Foster gets the ball, and it's back to Jane. Oh, missed touch by Daisy Mayers. And here's Selwyn. Not the best ball, and Firth will get to that one. Here's Gray. Firth. And last touch by a Selwyn player. And it'll be a Coastal throw.
Well, of course, this half we're missing Jaden Stewart, who's only played the first half. Obviously, was the person who Lauren Dabner replaced.
She was electric in this first half. Played really, really well.
She probably knew, did she, you reckon? She probably knew she only had the first 45 to play with, so she might as well get out there and run her socks off. They'll be definitely looking to conserve something for the weekend when they face Otago Uni. That's Coastal Spirit. I'll be hosting Otago Uni in that first game of the Women's South Island League, so they won't want to be putting it all out tonight.
Here's Selwyn. Wilson lost the ball there. Played back to Jane. Jane to Firth. Oh, nice from Firth there. Oh, great pass. Oh, Newman is offside.
Just got away a wee bit too early there to the Newman. It was a clever touch from White. But I think well done by the linesman, spotting Newman just drifting off before the ball was delivered.
Yeah, looked very dangerous there. Someone would have been very happy. Oh, missed touch, but they keep the ball. Firth. Number 12, Damner. Tried a through ball. Reta. Debner. Foster. Can she keep it in? It's out for a goal kick. No, thrown. Coastal Spirit get possession back again. Here's Kogan. Selwyn does well to stop it. Warman loses the ball.
Isla McPherson still showing some good pace in the middle there.
Oh, great play there. Here's Kogan. Oh, chipped over. And that's beautiful by...
A delightful little interchange there as the Coastal Spirit midfielder
Dasha Kogan.
glid through, got on the end of the Samantha White flick on and just diverted it round and advancing Megan Reta to make it 7 for Coastal Spirit.
That was a world-class play there. Beautiful by the Coastal Spirit side.
Really did show some good understanding between the players, and it looks like we're going to have another substitution here for Coastal Spirit.
Looks like Kogan.
Number 10.
Going on.
Shannon Delaney going on for the goal scorer. Dasha Kogan. And she does a wee jig and gets a hug from team management as she celebrates that goal from the bench. And I think that's the entire Coastal Spirit bench cleared now, with 60 minutes of the hour mark just to come up in the game. 7 goals to the good. And I don't think there was much any of the Selwyn tactics could have done about that goal.
No, that was clearly just... I've no words. It's absolutely beautiful from Coastal Spirit. Here's Wilson on the left-hand side. She's stopped by Coastal
Good effort
Spirit
in there
defender.
from Georgia Smith, and she thought she'd had deserved the throw, but the referee not seeing it that way. Well, Selwyn this week, they go into the New World Premiership and they're going to face FC
PG.
Nomads.
Paul here on the ball. Tries the through ball to Edie, doesn't work out. Here's Foster through to Newman. It's out by Selwyn. McPherson. Jane. Pass out to... Oh, is that offside? Not sure. Here's White. It's in the net.
And she timed her run perfectly that time.
That's her hat trick.
Samantha White. Glorious ball through, I think, from Georgia Smith. Or it might have been Lauren Debner who's moved forward into the midfield. And a well-timed run there. And a very accurate, deadly finish from Samantha White to complete a hat-trick for today.
Yeah, brilliant display from her today. Should be very, very happy with her performance. Oh, woman gets the ball to the face. Here's Jane.
Lauren Dabner with an uncharacteristically inaccurate ball there. Looking for Samantha White to run on to, but get into a throw here from Selwyn.
Selwyn under pressure, and here's White.
Wilson doing well again. She really has put her hand up and played well out there on the left-hand side of the Selwyn attack.
Yeah, she's my standout performance from Selwyn. She's been doing really well on the left side, and yeah, good displays from her. Thrown in is Newman. White. Passed in.
Well, Smith unable to get that cross into a dangerous area. And Selwyn breathe a sigh of relief as that attack comes to an end.
Reta. Gets the ball up again. There's Coastal Spirit with possession on their side. Jane. Ball over to Newman. She's offside.
Well, there can't be much in that. It was well controlled from Newman, but
Yeah, great touch.
the line's been right on the line at the best view of it. As these defensive and midfield lines is just starting to cross for Selwyn United. It's obviously good when there's the ball's being played around, but it does expose them to that through ball or ball over top. Sometimes when there's too many players trying to defend in one area, you get in each other's way. And if the Selwyn midfield can't hold the space in front of them, they can get in the way of the defence. So you have to be careful of that in this last half hour of the game.
White on the ball. Attempts to pass to McPherson. Here's Firth on the ball. Tries to go herself. Not bad. Newman. Is McPherson. Gives it a go.
Wow.
Just wide.
She surged in and looked to thought she might have pulled the trigger on the left foot as she did in the first half, but cut back well and couldn't get the ball to curl round into that upright. And we'll start from another goal kick. Great to see the Selwyn girls aren't lowering themselves. The heads are still up. They're still trying to play football. There's good tenacity out there from them, and they're not giving up. They knew how hard this task was going to be when they came into this game, and you could easily excuse a bit of a drop of the head when their score gets up around this area, but they're keeping amongst their work, and I think they should be proud of themselves for that.
McPherson. White. Found it hard to get that touch. Wilson. Here's McPherson. Plays it back. And there's Dabner on the ball. Gets a good cross in. And Selwyn does well to get onto the... Whoa. Pretty physical from Newman. And
Forster rating us or giving herself a chance there from a long way out.
Gave it a go.
Yeah, Coastal Spirit maybe just getting into that frame of mind where they're all starting to go for it at the moment. McPherson had the ball there in the midfield and all the support ran by her, looking for it to get on the end of one of her through balls and just really left her with no other option but to go back there. That might, so try to explain before about they need to remain patient, the Coastal Spirit, if they want to continue their scoring and work as a team.
It's Gray on the ball. To Jane. Jane. Oh, pass.
Just missing it
Not
there
too
to
good.
trying to get the ball out to Smith, who had maybe just advanced a bit too much up the pitch.
Newman gets the ball up. High press from White. It's out by White, and Selwyn will get the throw in. Ball is hit up, but good header by number 17, Mayers.
It's Newman beating the trap. Here she beat the offside trap that time, but the ball was a bit heavy. And Reta just doing well to patrol the area there and get on top of it. Daisy Myers there and 17 bringing it down well, but giving up position.
Smith. That was White attempting that through ball. Oh, physical tackle there. That's a foul.
Oh, that seemed a bit harsh to me. But looked like just a good contact on the ball, but I don't think Koshel definitely felt a bit of that one as Laura Newman was trying to get position back for her side.
Not the best touch there. As Coastal get position again. To Delaney. Nice control. Here's Firth. Out to Jane. Jane attempts a ball. She gets it back. McPherson. Back to Smith. Firth to Foster. Selwyn. Get possession for a few seconds, but back on Coastal's side again. Through ball to Smith. She attempts a cross. Selwyn with the possession. Switching hands a lot there. It's a chance for Newman.
Delightful ball in from Dabner in the direction of Newman, who just tried to flick it on, but just probably a wee bit far away from goal there to need a bit more power on it.
Here's Warman. And number 7, Bowie. It's out by Bowie there. Nice ball from Dabner as White goes on. There's the ball there. There's Wilson. Don't know what happened there. But Coastal Spirit with the possession again. And Captain Firth, she gave it a go.
Well, Megan Rudder thought she had that covered, but she just spilt it Gave a wee sniff to Newman.
Jane. Good thinking there. It's Firth.
Myers out to Jane. Jane driving into the space in front of her. Clever little ball through to Newman. Can she get a wee touch on it? She can.
It's in the
But
net,
she
but
looks
it's
across
offside.
and sees the flag up, and my word, that must have been very close. Might have been a VAR situation on that one if we had the technology, but not tonight. Have to trust the men in bright yellow.
She's been offside a couple times in the second half. I'm sure she really, really wants a goal for herself, but here's Selwyn on the attack. Here's Wilson. Cuts in. And Selwyn loses the ball. Here's McPherson. Foster. Delaney. Foster again. Passes it all the way back to Firth. And Jane up to Smith. What can Smith do? She gets it to White, but well, it's in the net.
What a finish, but again,
It's
she looks
offside.
across to the linesman, and I don't think there was any question about that one. She just drifted in front of the play there. Patience is going to have to be needed here from the Coastal Spirit attackers. They're sensing that opportunity to add to the scoreline, but just getting ahead of themselves before the ball's played and getting caught offside for their troubles. So we change here. We've got Olivia Paul going to the sideline. And who have we got come on? No fourth official to help us out today. Number 2, be Madison Chalmers. Welcome to the game out here on the right-hand side.
Delaney on the ball. Oh, that looked a bit sloppy there, but Firth got the ball. Here's White. Up to, number 12, Dabner. Rudder's got it in her hands.
Really is dangerous, Elena Firth there, as she's given a wee bit of space in front of her. She's not afraid to drive into it, is she? And
Very, very fast play.
And the players around her sensing that opportunity to get the through ball. That time it was Dabner.
Here's Foster on the ball. To Newman. Passes to McPherson. Back to number 17.
It's Dabner from range.
Myers.
She's no stranger there. Lauren Dabner from scoring from a wee way out, but that one, she really just didn't get hold of the whole thing. Well, Myers has been pretty strong under the high ball there for most of the game, but that one just eluded her. That's it. Again, Firth surging her way into the midfield and trying to link up with her forwards. Or is that ball just going straight through the keeper? She's been guilty of a couple of times there. She could do with getting the ball played on a bit of an angle that might really just open up that Selwyn defence.
Here's Foster. Oh, just a heavy touch there.
Touch just letting you down. And we're going to see another change.
17, Marielle Shane.
Who's she going to replace? Looks like number 12.
Emily Andrew.
Maybe just a bit of a positional change also from Coastal Spirit. After that wee forward run from Madison Forster, she's on the left-hand side here. She's changed with Georgia Smith, and they've swapped sides the way they were in the first half. So Georgia out here on the left, Madison on the right.
McPherson. What can she do? Is Newman. Oh, pass to nobody. And here's number 7. Bowie. Oh, pass cut out, but she's kept the ball. Ball over the top, but Warman wasn't ready for it.
She's still running, which is great to see. She's been running all day, just trying to put the pressure on those back 2 or 3.
White. Oh. Loses possession. White loses possession again. And Selwyn on the ball. Not a bad through ball there. But Smith has it covered. And Gray the keeper.
Look at the structure from Coastal Spirit. You can tell a well-drilled side. As we said, there's quite a few changes out here tonight, but you can see that the way they set up, as soon as the keeper gets it, the midfielders are wide, the backs are spaced out across the field, allowing Gray to choose her method of releasing the pressure that they were under.
McPherson. Can she find 16? Foster. Seems like Foster's gone onto the right side and swapped with Smith.
We've got another corner for Coastal Spirit. It's bound to be Lauren Dabner to put this one in. As we've seen a few Coastal Spirit games, this is a danger time for Selwyn United. Right into the 6-yard box. Who's there? Headed, cleared.
No one could get to the end of that one. Wilson.
Well done by Selwyn there to survive that moment.
Warman with the pressure. Nice ball. There's no one there.
I'd have to say that Coastal Spirit just losing patience with each other a wee bit, just looking for that direct ball over top. Maybe it's that just condensing of the midfield that Selwyn have been able to provide has just frustrated Coastal a touch out there, and really having to look to Route 1 sort of football. I think they'd be better to carry on their passing a wee bit more and maybe switch a play. They just tend to be using the one avenue attack at times. When they start switching the ball like this, they really do start opening up the Selwyn defence.
Here's Warman. Selwyn.
Tell you what's, one thing we haven't seen much this half is the whistle. We haven't heard much of the whistle from the referee, have we? I don't know if there's been a free kick yet. There might have been one earlier on, but it's been a relatively even contest, and that whistle has been mainly redundant.
Yeah. He's been letting the game flow.
Right, we're going to see another change here. Must be the Annabelle Cowan, maybe. Yep, going to be a change at the back. It is the captain, Alan Koshel. He's going to go to the sideline. And the captain's armband's been passed on. Newman doing well there to get the ball back to Dabner.
Oh, great save by Reta.
Excellent effort, but that's just going to bring a corner the Coastal Spirit away. Yeah, Laura Newman just showing her hunger to get on the ball, really providing dividends for her side. And it was the Lauren Dabner who's the benefactor of her hunger. What have we got here? We just got there's a change for Selwyn. Looks like someone very keen to run off. They just gone to no subs. They're going to play a player down.
Oh, well. Haven't seen that before.
Yep, it looks like Lauren Dabner has somewhere to be. So in the 83rd minute, Coastal Spirit SAS have voluntarily gone down to 10 players.
You don't see that every day of the week.
This looks like maybe she's got a phone in hand. Maybe she's got some sort of emergency situation. Well, very interesting indeed. But they've got this game underhand, and I suppose why not? You know, test yourself. Yeah. It could happen to you in a game where you go down to 10 players.
Here's Jane. Game's got a bit sloppy from Coastal. Passes not as good as what they were early in this half and the first half.
Well, they really are just consolidating this lead, aren't they? And probably just conserving their energy for the weekend, maybe.
Delaney. Come on the ball, just playing from the back. Delaney had all the time in the world. And here's Jane. Ball over the top. McPherson was running after that.
That was a crucial bit of defending. It was a good job she got a hit on that one. I'm not sure it might have been Edie there getting a head back to her keeper, because McPherson was right on top of that one.
White. Delaney. Delaney again. Firth out to
Katie
Jane.
Warman just still running across the back there as she chases and puts pressure on the back three. Great to see. They're not going to give up at all, the Selwyn United side.
Here's Delaney going up the field herself. Smith. Delaney passes into the middle. Oh, Smith just couldn't get a touch from that to that. And around 4 minutes left on the clock. Could be some time added on. We'll find out. What do you think of Selwyn's performance today?
Well, I'm very glad to see that they've stayed in the game. You know, of course, it's been very tough for them, but they've not given up. They've kept to the task. Heads haven't dropped, so I think the coaching staff from Selwyn will be pretty proud of the effort these girls have put in.
Yeah, big improvement from last match between these two. Smith passes it back to Delaney. Calm on the ball. Here's Jane. Speeding up the field. But Foster chooses to get it back to Firth. And now it's gone all the way back to Gray. Delaney. To Myers. Gets a through ball.
And again, Myers there choosing the direct straight route where if you just looked at that, Foster was careering down the right-hand side. It could have been a very interesting outcome if she'd able to find her.
Here's Newman. Back to Jane. Myers. Delaney. Loses the ball there. Here's Warman. Can she do something with it? Attempted the ball to
Well,
Chalmers.
back from Georgia Smith there and cover defence from Coastal Spirit.
Nice from Foster. Lost the ball though. Myers got it back fairly easily. Here's Foster on the ball. Jane to Firth. $30 more seconds left of the 90. Oh, great flick by White. Foster couldn't get to that one.
Don't think there'll be too many additional minutes in this game. We haven't had too many stoppages in this second half, so I can imagine there can't be too many more chances left in this game.
As the referee blows the whistle, it's full time there. 8-0, the final score to Coastal Spirit.
And they'll advance on to the semi-finals of the Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup. They'll join FC Nomads in the semi-final draw. We've got 2 more games in the Reta Fitzpatrick to come. And we look forward to those happening over the coming weeks. But a solid effort there from Selwyn United as they had to rebound from that early conceding of a goal. But we saw the weapons that Coastal Spirit had out there were really probably just a wee bit too much for that Selwyn United side to handle.
Yeah, Samantha White, the player that stood out to me. Hat-trick for her tonight. There was Dasha Keegan playing really well. Also Jada Stewart in the first half with the electric speed, running around all over the...
That's right, and the coming Reta Fitzpatrick games, we have Halsey United playing at the UC Football second 11, I think it is, on Tuesday the 13th of June, and Kashmir Technical will be playing the UC Football first team on June the 27th. So we should be in for some entertaining games there, and of course we've got some English Cup games in between. I'll see if I can find those for you. But of course we've got to look forward to the Women's South Island League also starting this week in the women's football. So the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup. So next week we see Halsey United take on Parklands, 2 sides leading or up the top end of the New World Men's Premiership, coming up against each other next week. And then on July the 4th we've got Kashmir Technical taking on Selwyn United, and rounding out the quarter-final draw in the English Cup we have Ferrymead Bays taking on Christchurch United. So there will be a live coverage of all those games, so please join us here on the Mainland Football channel, and we'll look forward to bringing those games to you.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Selwyn United against Coastal Spirit, 8-0 final score. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.